Thank you.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match.
Good evening, Benjamin.
I'm afraid
The house. What can you?
nothing.
You don't have.
Not since.
You mean you?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Funny.
Really?
Would it?
What?
I swear.
A gun, alcohol.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu, no match for the Swanderer pool.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here.
I'm afraid this medical...
Really?
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Alright. Can I enter in the house?
There's nobody here.
Nope. So I gotta wait by the gate.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
It's locked or... I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Excuse me.
Another journalist?
I'm not a journalist.
A doctor, yes, sir.
Really?
I'm Joe Peter.
According
Not from
this part...
Totally.
Can I offer you my medical expertise?
The name is Colossus Joe.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett.
Welcome, sir.
I am Dr.
Doctor?
How is business?
Business?
I see.
It's no secret.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day.
What you mean besides? What you mean
Have
No.
violence is it?
Yeah,
Where did this happen?
in a closed workshop.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Liu.
Excuse me, sir. Are you
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon?
I heard you're investigating.
Not much, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid one of the...
Ah, could it be Dr.
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby.
I don't know much about the man.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you...
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no...
No.
Where can I...
He spends most of...
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. It's locked. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. I know you understand what I'm saying. Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn... Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Very well. The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Now,
Away with you! I shall fear no evil.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor in...
A doctor, you...
All right. I shan't
Oh, God!
Hello again, miss. Very well. Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son.
I am Dr. John.
A sign?
What do you mean when you say
All's
quite a...
you?
Well,
As a dog,
what do you mean?
The beast.
Really?
We must
What is left?
cleanse.
Tell me.
God will.
Purification.
Your lack.
Your
My
Joseph.
vicar.
What do you mean?
All's
Quite a...
you.
I am... Tell me.
God.
Your
My
Joseph.
vicar.
I have had enough for tonight.
Ah, okay. Oh, whoa.
Good evening, sir.
I'm pleased, be my guest.
Really?
I'm a poet, sir.
May I ask you a...
Extraordinary part.
What can you tell me?
Darius Petrescu. Yeah.
Not interested in...
Darius is... I'm looking for Dorothy Crane.
What can you tell me?
Darius...
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old...
I'll leave you alone.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
So yeah, guys, I'm only gonna play this just a little more. I'm gonna finish this mission up, and then take care of my skill points and stuff. And then right after that, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go to the library. So,
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please. You again.
Sir, wait.
All right.
Don't you see we're on the same side?
I'm nothing like you.
Yes, you are.
I have to admit.
It's locked, all right.
voice. I need help.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. To what do I owe this courtesy? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then.
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
Ah ha ha!
The flu killed this one. This is no place.
All your problems. As long as you have the money. When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Someday you'll understand. You've wasted your life away. I'm afraid not, Miss.
A gun?
Streets, not me.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy! Lost the lead, boys! It's a leech! Kill it! So lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of them.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion.
Facade! Okay, I thought it was facade.
Spare me your
Facade.
sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
No need to apologize, my...
The situation is...
Anyway,
I see.
I must
I'm...
Lady Ash...
Well, you are...
I believe...
And since a...
I've been hearing of...
Hush. Tell me...
Excuse my...
Me? Goodness, no.
I bid you for... I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Okay, so... So far now, my appetite for blood is pretty good. It's stabilized. It's doing pretty well. Alright, guys. Let me do this first, guys. So, give me just a sec. Ultimate level 10 is required. So for bites, let's do more bites. So we're gonna do fast regen, which is gonna be in the first. So I'm gonna do the first 1200, and then biting. And then medical bags. Yes, I can carry 3 serums, so let's carry 3 syringes. 4, 5, and then let's improve my endurance as well. So we're gonna do 300. Perfect. This is perfect, you guys. This is really perfect. I like this. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head out actually in the next few minutes, so Joe Peterson. Yeah, see, I should have. Pneumonia.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu. but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Alright, guys. Well, that's that, so... I'm gonna confirm it. Alright, we're gonna go talk to Swansea about this. Oh, that's right, he's upstairs.
Evening, Edgar.
Please speak.
This strange...
Really?
I've just looked at...
I see.
This disease...
This is...
Yes.
You mean...
There's a lot...
But John...
What on earth?
Why you...
But the risk of...
I know, but...
We'll just...
No.
Yes?
I'm afraid...
My sister...
She's...
I see.
I'm so...
Alright, guys. We're gonna go attend my sister's funeral. My sister in the game, obviously.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
Elise! Elise!
Ow!
It's on to us! Mine!
Nice! That means now the biting really helps.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
It's alright.
Are you alright, miss?
I don't know.
They've lost their mother.
I seem to know.
I'm Dr. John.
I am Shao.
First things first, you guys. I'm gonna charge my phone. Sunday morning, man, she woke up fighting bad.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth
and
in
I
me,
want
though he were dead,
$100 on
yet shall
scratch
he live.
take it about a 212
And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
I wish the tears would come.
Let your pain run free, Jonathan.
She had been scouring.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully.
How is it possible?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies. Feeding.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Alright, guys. Never mind, I gotta wait for my phone to reach up to 100. Oops, wrong one. I gotta quickly plug this one in right here. Okay. Wait. 11. 23.
Ain't safe here for a gentleman. Oi, you, stop there! Dive!
Oops.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Get a taste of this!
I'm gonna have to fail you, girl. I'm sorry.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop, But I'm still the Vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God.
Very well, priest. As you...
Open your heart, my son.
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
There. I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better? Only time will tell.
It's a leech! It's not human! Kill it! No rest for the wicked! Oh, Christ!
I should probably just catch it right now. That's just my opinion, but... Alright guys, well, thank you for watching this video.